Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at Rigetti computing. It is one of the more bullish charts that we have here, and of course initially I am tracking this as a wave 1 up and here a wave 2 correction and then possibly another small 1-2 setup in this area. And if we look closer, something like another 1-2, and then this could be a third wave up. But actually what I'm rather considering in this area, based on the developments that follow afterwards, is that this could be instead a series of 1-2 setups, and instead this could develop as the third wave to the upside. Now, before we get to that point, I do want to label this area a bit. And before we get into the shorter time frame, I do want to point out a very significant risk that this wave 1 to the upside does have a three-wave feel to it, a three-wave structure look. I could count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no problem. It could be a leading diagonal to the upside, but be aware, this signals that this follow-up structure that we are now tracking as a third wave to the upside could really be just an ABC pattern developing in this area. So we need to be careful once this wave C is complete. Now, in either case, I am looking for a 5-wave structure to develop in this area, but depending on how largely it extends, because for a third wave up I am expecting to reach the ideal target at the 138.2% extension, and if we fail to do that and we let's say get to the around the 100% extension and we fail to hold the immediate support zone for a follow-up wave 4 and continuation higher, that would probably get us to the ideal target. If we have the support zone here and we fail, it will be actually a pretty early and good signal for us that this may be developing instead as an ABC pattern to the upside, and that we should be looking out for a much deeper correction possibly. Now, before we even get there, we are still quite far from building this larger structure to the upside, because within this wave 3, I could argue that this is a 1-2, then we have here a couple of 1-2s, another 1-2 here, 1-2, and then this could be the third wave up, but even this, in my opinion, is not necessarily complete yet, to the point that, this would be a 1-2, 1, and even here, if I look on the 1 hourly, even here, 1-2, 1-2, then this another 1-2, and actually this is what I consider to be the third wave complete to the upside in this case, but it keeps going higher and higher. And at this point, I would be looking to add a count for such an expectation, and this is the first level of the support zone for a wave 4 that I would really be looking for. And in this case, it would be in the area between the $42.9 level all the way down to the $30.5 level. Now, I wanted to change the degree of this, and as long as we hold the 50% retracement, I am still looking to continue higher within this wave 5. Now, if we break if we break below it, I do have a backup. I can allow it to be considered that this is a simple 1-2 and this is a third wave up. Not preferred, but it is acceptable, I suppose. And in that case, I could consider that it could go all the way down to the $29 level and maybe even the $28.4 level for the full extension in such a wave 4. But not preferred, and ideally it holds this upper support zone and forms additional highs in this area. But what I am considering within this push to the upside is that this is a wave 1, this is a wave 2, third wave up, fourth wave down, and here a very large extension within a wave 5. Now, it is technically possible for this to be the actual wave 3. I don't necessarily prefer that based on the RSI. The RSI does show us divergences and it does suggest that this was the actual wave 3 top. So we are going to follow this at the moment, and I suppose we could take a quick peek at what would look like the support zone for this being the third wave up. We would expect support zone, or we would expect to find support in the area between the $49 level all the way down to the $40.7 level. And in this case, we actually got to the 38.2% retracement. We did find support in that area, and who knows, we may be ready to push even higher, even directly here. So perhaps we could consider something like an internal 1-2 setup here, then this as a third wave, and the fourth and the fifth to continue higher. And if we manage within that extension to go to, let's say, the 138.2% extension, the $66 level, especially without reaching the white support zone, we would have the ability to consider this a more likely wave 3 to the upside. But honestly, doesn't matter too much. This is an area if you want to ensure that you enter before the next rally to the upside. After all, there is quite high potential even from the current price. Yeah, we could be looking at, let's say, the $65 level, 40% upside, but yeah, even more so if we get to the larger support zone in white, it is an even more interesting opportunity. But for now, these are the levels, this is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.